Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. And if you're new, I would love it if you would stick around and subscribe. Yeah, so for today's video, I actually have a tag video, which I'm really excited about. And it is the leap year book tag, which was created by Amy Myers and Melted Books. And I was tagged by Joannotations. I think that's how you say that. So yeah, I'll leave all of their channels linked in the description, so you can go check them out. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into the tag. So the first question is an extra day. What is a book that brought something a little extra? And so for this question, I actually have a book that I am currently reading, which is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I took the dust jacket off because I'm currently reading it. So this book is about a girl who is investigating this like murder suicide case that happened a few years ago in her town. So this girl in the past had disappeared and her boyfriend killed himself a few days later, so everybody thinks he murdered her. But Pip, the main character in this book, does not think that's the case. So for her senior project, she decides to investigate the case on her own, which I've discovered is a trope that I really love because I love this so far, and I love like Truly Devious and like Nancy Drew and that kind of stuff. So I think that's a like teenage detective is kind of a trope that I really like. And so yeah, so the thing that's a little bit extra about this book is that there's actually like project logs of her work on the project. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not just telling Pip's story, but it's showing like what she's actually writing, like her research and stuff, what she's actually logging for her project. So I think that's really cool. So the next question is taking a big leap. What is a book that you are or were afraid to read? And I'm choosing a book that I'm still currently afraid to read, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I feel like most people probably know what this is about at this point, but if you don't, it's about this librarian named Laszlo, and there's this lost city of Weep that is basically just a myth, and eventually they go and like find it. It's kind of like Atlantis from what I remember. That's really all I know about it. But I've heard that it's really good, but I've also heard that it's really slow, and it is pretty long. Like there are over 500 pages, so I'm just kind of a little bit intimidated about this because I have to be like in a very specific mood for really slow fantasies. So the next question is, every 4 years, what is the fourth book you read this year? And the fourth book that I read this year is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. And this is about Alex, who is the son of the first woman president of the United States, and Henry, who is the Prince of Wales, I think. And basically it's just like a cute little love story between both of them. I loved this book. It was super cute and it had a lot of fun like pop culture references. So I really enjoyed that too. So the next question is 366 days in a year. Look at the third shelf and pick the sixth book and then the sixth one after that. So I'm gonna count that here. I'm gonna count this as the first shelf since I do have books up there. So we have one, and I'm just gonna count it like all the way across. So like this is one, both of these is just one. Ooh, that's nice. So 1, 2, 3, that's kind of perfect. But let me see, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I really like that, that this is the one that's on there. So the sixth book on my third shelf is Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, and this is a middle grade fantasy about Sophie, who is living in the human world, and then she finds out that she's actually an elf and has all these magical abilities, and she is whisked away to the elven world and just gets into the politics and the story there. I have read the first 5 books in this series and I love all of them, and I really need to read the rest of the books in the series. I'm kind of like in a fantasy slump right now. So yeah, hopefully I can read this soon, and hopefully I didn't forget like everything that happened in the 5th book, because yeah. And so the 6th one after that, let's see, it'll probably just be another Keeper of the Lost Cities one. Okay, well this is cool. So this is actually the most recent one of the Keeper of the Lost Cities series that came out. And I actually got this for Christmas. My dad got it for me. It's signed, for one thing, so that's really cool. And it's the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, so it has these pretty like in pages. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this, so I'm kind of glad that this came up because it was one of my Christmas presents and I'm really happy that I have it. So the next question is leaping ahead. Name 4 books that you want to read by the next leap year, or something that you want to do that's on your bookish bucket list. So I decided to go with something that has been on my bookish bucket list for the past like 4 years, ever since I first discovered BookTube, and that is to go to BookCon. And actually for my birthday this year, my parents are taking me to BookCon, and I'm so excited. Like, I cannot tell you how excited I am to be doing this. This is like honestly a dream come true. I hope nothing happens that makes it where I wouldn't be able to go, but I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, I'm so excited to be going to BookCon. And also, if you're gonna be going, let me know so we can like try to hang out or something, because I'm really excited to be going. Yay! The next question is leapfrog. Name a book on your TBR that has green on the cover. And so for this, I chose Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez, which, if you haven't seen my most anticipated books of 2020, this was on there. And I actually got it from Book of the Month, and it does have green, all these leaves and stuff. I'm really excited about this. I haven't had it, or I mean I have had a chance, but I just haven't read it yet because, as I mentioned before, I've been slumping big time with the fantasy recently. So honestly, if you have any tips for that, because I love reading fantasy, but it just, every time I try to read it right now, it's just not holding my interest right now, and it's kind of frustrating. But I mean, I guess at least like thrillers and stuff are still holding my attention, so could be worse. But this book is about a girl who's basically like a decoy for royalty, I think. And she is trying to find an ancient relic, I think. I really don't know a whole lot of this. I think it's based off of Bolivian folklore, or it takes place in Bolivia or something. So the next question is bad luck. What bookish things do you steer clear from? And for me, the biggest one, I think, and it's not really even steer clear of, because I can't think of anything right now that I really steer clear of, but my least favorite trope, I think, is the like, I'm not like other girls, or like this super like impulsive, brash kind of girl stereotype. Yeah, so it's kind of really hard to steer clear of because it has been really popular in YA to have that trope, but I really am not a fan of it. So a lot of the times, like YA fantasies, I'll be really turned off if I hear something about that. So yeah, that's the best answer I can think of to that question. And so the last question is tag 4 friends. And I know this is probably cheating a little bit, but I feel bad only picking like 4 people because I know like so many people and I don't want to like hurt somebody's feelings. So all that to say that I'm just gonna say, if you are watching this video and you want to do the tag, I tag you. So regardless of whether that's 1 person, 0 people, 4 people, or more people, yeah, that's who I tag. And yeah, that's it for this tag. It was really fun. I really like that somebody made a leap year tag. So that's it for this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!